Hey guys, what's up? Nick here once again, and I know it's been quite a while since my last video, but here we are, we're back in it again, and today we are going to be unboxing the brand new Galaxy S10. Now, this is not the S10 Plus, this is the regular S10. Main reason I didn't go with the 10 Plus is basically because of the size of it. I am not a huge fan of gigantic phones, and I feel like the S10, the regular, is the perfect size. Big enough for media consumption, it still has the cutout for the front-facing camera, which is all the rage right now, getting rid of that whole notch that we're all used to, like we have on my Google Pixel 3, which is the XL, by the way. And this was just a little bit too big for my liking. Luckily, I have a pop socket on it, so I haven't had any issues with having to reach for anything. But I think without that pop socket, I may have had some issues, and I probably would have dropped it a few times in my usage. As you can see, I also have been using the developer settings to turn off the notch in my use, my daily use with the Google Pixel 3. But now we are moving on to the S10, and this will be my daily phone for the next month. I like to use my phone for an entire month before I do a full review. So a full video review will be in the making coming soon. I do promise you on that. Now, the first things first, let's just go around the box. There's nothing too amazing or extravagant about the Samsung unboxing experience. We've always kind of known that, though, from Samsung. They make great phones, they make good stuff, but the unboxing experience never has been the greatest. But I do like the look of the minimalist look of their boxes. It's pretty nice. So anyway, going into the box here, inside we got the Samsung Galaxy S10, the wall USB charger, stereo headset, USB connector, and the quick reference guide in terms of conditions. So let's break open that seal there with our trusty knife. Just gonna cut down away from us so we're safe. And we're gonna let this sit on the ground and slide it off. All right, and it looks like we got the manual under here and the phone underneath. There we go, so we'll just pull that on out, nothing else in there. And then we got the SIM removal tool, which we will need in a minute because I'm gonna be switching over to this phone. And we'll get all the manuals and fun stuff out of here. All right, this device includes a pre-installed screen protector. That is pretty cool, which I'm probably going to take off. I've never been a fan of the pre-installed screen protectors, but cool that it's there nonetheless. This is the T-Mobile version because that is my carrier. So quick start guide, terms and conditions, yep, return policy, okay. All that fun stuff. Put that to the side, get to the pièce de résistance, the actual phone. Hardest thing with these phones is try not to get them all full of fingerprints. Sorry about that, that's my phone going off. There is the beautiful back. I got the royal blue. You can see the 3 camera system in the back here. And we do have that LED flash, Samsung logo. This looks like a fingerprint scanner, but I assure you that is not. I actually don't know what that is. I'll have to get into that in a minute. We have the Galaxy S10 logo. Because actually the fingerprint scanner is now under the glass in the front, just like on the OnePlus 6T that I had before. And then there we go, there's that beautiful new front-facing camera cutout. So very cool, very unique. We got a front-facing speaker as well for phone calls. Going to the bottom, we have the not fingerprint, but we have the headphone jack, which is now pretty much obsolete on every phone on the market. So thank you, Samsung, for keeping with it. USB-C charging port, microphone, and then bottom firing speaker. It is going to be kind of odd going back to the bottom firing speaker compared to the front firing that I had on the Google Pixel. But nevertheless, you know, there's some sacrifices you got to make. But I think it'll be okay. I've heard the speaker isn't too bad. And as you can see, here's a size comparison between the XL Pixel and the Samsung Galaxy S10. It looks a little bit skinnier, but overall the same height, pretty much. But I like the feel in hand. It's very premium feeling as always. Going to the left side here, we do have the, it looks like a power switch, and then we have the volume rocker. Or actually, you know what? That might be the Bigsby button, now that I think about it. That's the Bigsby button, not the power. And then to the right side, we do have the power button. There it is. Power on-off switch. And then on the top, we have, looks like just a microphone and then the SIM card tray / expandable memory tray. So you can put expandable memory still in the Samsung devices. This is the 128GB model, by the way. Which is more than enough space for me, but it is cool that I can also expand that. So let's turn it on real quick and see what this display looks like with this new cutout here instead of the notch. And while that's booting up, let's remove actually this back piece here. Beautiful. I still don't know what this square is in the middle here. Oh, wait, actually it went away. It must have been something to do with that screen protector that was on there, but now we are good. Oh wow, look at that. Very beautiful display. It's going to be a little bit weird getting used to that, I'm not going to lie, but I think I'm going to put one of the built-in Samsung backgrounds that kind of cover it up with a black background. Okay, well thanks whatever your name is, Bigby. I'm going to get this set up off camera and we will be back and I'll show you a little bit more of the software. Alright, and before we actually get into setting up the phone and everything, we should probably get the rest of the accessories out of the box here. So as you can see on top, we do have another SIM card and some other information towards my phone, which we'll not really get into. So we'll put that to the side. Underneath that, we do have the wall adapter, which does support the quick charge from Samsung. So pretty cool, they implement that out of the box, unlike some other big, gigantic first-party companies. And then underneath that, we do have an adapter. Looks like USB-C to regular USB, so that's pretty cool. So if you do have a USB cable that does not go to USB-C, you can convert it so you can charge your phone. Pretty cool. And then above that, we do have what looks to be like the cable, I'm guessing. So this would be the USB-C cable for charging and syncing. Let's see if we can open this correctly. That just pops out and this slides. And yep, there we go. So we'll put that to the side here. And yeah, USB regular to USB-C, so you can charge your device. Pretty cool. And then above that, we have the AKG headphones, earbuds. So these are not wireless, these are wired. But I will admit, these are some of the best earbuds on the market. Like, no joke. I still am using my AKG earbuds I got from my Galaxy Note 9. They are amazing earbuds, so I'm really excited to try these out to see if there's any differences. I like the white, though. The AKGs that came with my Note 9 were black, so this is kind of cool. Now I got the white and the black editions. So, other than that, though, that is everything that does come in the box. So that is all the accessories. So without further ado, let's get into the software. Alright, and we are back, and I have the Samsung Galaxy S10 all set up now with my own personal information and all my apps and everything downloaded. So it looks pretty much the same as I had it on my Google Pixel here. So if we hit the power button here, we get the beautiful lock screen here. If we can unlock it with our fingerprint, as you can see there. What I noticed is the fingerprint scanner works really well. It's very accurate. The only thing is you have to be right on that spot right here. So you can't really move around too much on the display, which is fine. But the main thing is you do have to put a lot of pressure on the display for it to work correctly. And I have reset my fingerprint twice now to see if that was the case. Maybe I didn't do it right the first time. But you do have to put some pressure on it for it to register correctly because it uses sound waves instead of a picture of your fingerprint to essentially register it for the correct way of security. So it's kind of weird, it's a little bit unique, but it works, and it's really cool. And supposedly it works a lot better if your fingers are wet or if you have dirt on them or anything like before. Whereas on the OnePlus 6T, I had some issues where if my hand was damp in any sense of the word, it would not register my fingerprint, where this one seems to work a little bit better. But now, as you can see, we're into the phone here. I have it set up with a custom grid size, and I have all my apps downloaded. We can go into my app tray here, which is swiping up. And so far, overall, it's an extremely fluid experience. I really like what Samsung's been doing with their UI lately. It's a little bit more cartoonish. It looks a little bit more like kid-friendly, I guess, if you could say it that way. But for the most part, it's very fluid. It's put together very nicely. The settings panel is one of my favorites, actually, that I've seen on a phone to this day. It's just extremely intuitive. It's super easy to get around, and I love the way it's separated. The only downside is I just wish they added a dark theme. I really hope that comes in a future update. And the other thing is I wish that they added the swiping gestures like I had on the Google Pixel. So as you can see, we have the navigation buttons like the back, home, and the recent apps tray. Where like on the Pixel here, we don't have any of that. We just have the one button. So if you wanted to swipe through apps, you just swipe up and then you can kind of go through your apps like that. I do miss having that kind of gesture system, and hopefully they'll bring it to the Samsung Galaxy line. Hopefully in the future soon. But for right now, that's pretty much all we have is just those navigation buttons. But overall, I'm really liking it. I don't want to get too much into it because there's not a whole lot to show off the bat here. And obviously, I haven't had a whole lot of time to test it. It's only been about an hour. So I'm going to be using this as my daily phone for the next month. And I will do a full video review for you guys. So please keep on the lookout for that. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.